All right, well, good morning. Happy Facebook Live here. We have MLM Mondays. Ben Dixon here, your host, with our next episode. We're talking about 3 key pieces here today. How do you use systems to maximize your personal connection and never miss your next step of the lead? What's my process with business cards, right? What should I be doing with business cards? And what should the process be when you're using those? And then what the heck is a CRM, right? These tools people use. And why is that important to your business? All right. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today as we connect here, is these elements of what's important in maximizing your career as an MLM and as a company, the things you can do to really prepare your people and really empower them to maximize their results. So let's start with the first piece, right? With systems for your personal connection and never miss a lead. So let's talk about technology and how to interact with technology. Now I'm going to actually start with business cards. How many times have you gone to an event? I have stacks over here, folks. Just stacks of cards, right? How many times have you gone to an event and you have stacks of business cards and you wonder, what's the best next step, right? What do you do after you have the card? Well, what I always know is to follow up within the first 24 hours. And so the key is to have a system or tool where you can put those cards in and start the follow-up and keep yourself accountable to following up with those cards. One thing that I like to do is I like to put the cards into a CRM. We're going to talk about a CRM here in just a little bit in the video, but I put them into a contact manager so that I have one place in my entire business where I know all my contacts are. So I'm not leaving a relationship on an Excel spreadsheet or a pad of paper, that they're all inside of one place. You want to have a single place to do that. And then number 2, I put them into an autoresponder sequence. So a series of emails that are personal from me following up with them. That's how you can use sales automation today, is to have a autoresponder that goes out to each new person that you connect with and then take the next step to follow up. So in those first 24 hours, what I like to do is plug them into my system, get a autoresponder headed off to them, and then number 2, give them a phone call, that personal phone call. Now, not always is someone going to connect with you right away from a personal phone call. So what you'll want to do is go ahead and make a note in your CRM or in your calendar, whatever you live by, right, in your system, and make a note for a follow-up call. So there's no reason, there's no law in the universe that says that when you leave a voicemail, they have to call you back, right? So there's they could check your voicemail and want to connect with you and be in the middle of something, just forget, right? So it's up to you as a sales professional to then take the next step and be sure you've set your follow-up appointment always on every relationship and every contact. All right. Now, we talk about following up on business cards. So what is a CRM, what we're talking about, and putting those pieces into? Well, a CRM is simply a contacts manager. It's a customer relationship management tool. That's what CRM stands for. And in your MLM company, your corporate team should be providing a CRM for you. Now, here's the place that this gets really interesting. You may have a CRM that's set up for your customers, people who've already bought from you, and you may have a CRM already for your team, right? The people who have joined on your team, and a place to be able to communicate with them. So what is so important about a CRM and sales automation and in follow-up for your MLM? Well, do you have a CRM? Do you have a place you're tracking prospects, the people who haven't purchased from you yet? Because if you don't, that's a critical element. If you're here on watching MLM Mondays and this live stream and you run an MLM company and you don't have a CRM that works for prospects, the people before they've purchased, you're missing the point, because the majority of the CRM work, the majority of the tasks, the majority of all the steps and the value that using tools adds to your business is what you do before the sale, what actually creates the sale, right? So you have to really look at yourself and say, what is my system before they've bought? What is my system before they have an order inside of the platform? Because that is a critical component. And we'll share some resources with you later about your business. But if you're not having that piece there, you're building your business like an amateur. It's just the truth. You are missing the boat on the results that are available to you and as a team and as a company, because you simply are leaving it up to whatever happens, all the activities pre-sale. And we know statistically it's going to take anywhere from 5 to 7 touches of your salespeople to their prospects for them to actually get started in purchasing your product or in joining your opportunity. So if it's going to take 5 to 6 touches, why do you only give people the first 2 touches and then hope they figure out what happens after that? That's the difference of having a contact relationship management system in place. And so let's talk about what are some of the ways you can use systems like a CRM to powerfully help you in the follow-up experience and with sales automation. All right, now when I say the word sales automation, most of you go right away and think about autoresponders, email autoresponders. For those of you that don't know what email autoresponders are, it's a piece of software that sends out personalized emails on behalf of you in a certain sequence to people. So if someone takes a certain action, like filling out a form to see a video, or filling out a form to create a free account, or purchasing a product, we can trigger certain emails based on that to take them to the next step in your sales process. And so let's talk here about sales automation and what that means to your CRM. Well, there's a couple key points. First off, are you collecting that information? And that's where we started, right? Right back to a CRM, to a business card, whatever it is. Are you going ahead and actually doing the work to collect their information and put it into a CRM? Once you've done that, identify the steps in your sales process. So if you're sharing your product with someone, are they going to purchase a sample of the product first? And then are they going to buy the full pack of product? Are they going to take a free trial to your service? Maybe you sell a service and not a product, and then they're going to stay on for the rest of the service. Maybe you sell access to a club or membership. Are they going to create an account to preview what benefits of the membership it is and then upgrade? So you need to discern what those steps are of what would those 5 to 7 touches look like for someone that's going to purchase your product or purchase your service. And then identify those and have your system in place to do that. One of the things that we all know is we have to keep the personal relationship involved in the selling process. So if we're here online selling on the internet, a lot of the time that personal relationship comes in the form of Facebook Messenger and phone calls, right? And beyond the sales automation of email, right? And so a great thing to do is every time you get a new lead, add them on social media, right? If you're in a business where they're all on LinkedIn, add them on LinkedIn. If you're in a business where they're here on Facebook, add them on Facebook, right? But connect with your prospects socially, right? And send them a personal message, know that you care, right? Number 2, what are you doing on the phone, right? Many times if you're working with a website, you want to make sure there's something in there that is triggering you when they actually go. So if you have a presentation on your product you want people to see, or you have a presentation on your business opportunity you want people to see, it's critical that you put on there a form, right, where people fill out a form to then see that information so that you can notify yourself that they actually went, so that you can get a text message notification or an email notification on your phone to know right away that somebody went to your site, so you can then follow up. All right, these are the critical elements in sales automation today. It's not that the systems and the computers do it all for you so that you don't have to have a personal relationship. That's not the case, because the relationship is a critical element of the whole piece. But it's that the tools and the systems allow you to know where to take that relationship on the next step. That's what you want to be thinking about. Now, if you're seeking resources for this, you can reach out to our team at NaXum.com. If you're a corporate MLM company, we serve corporate MLMs and direct sales companies and affiliate marketing companies right from our site, and they're in the system. If you're a leader in a company and you want to refer your corporate company and introduce them to our team, we'd be more than happy to meet with those folks. But we're really grateful for you to take the time to check this out and know that the better you do this to self, the better you're going to be able to help the new people on your team who have never done direct sales or network marketing before. So I want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch the Facebook Live today. Go out there and create the results you deserve, folks. Bye for now.